What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan, and I'm BMax45 Nader. We're coming at you with another video. We're going to have a cram-packed week here. BT22 pre-release is coming up this Thursday, Friday, and we'll see if we get our boxes on time or if we have to wait till next week at release to get our boxes, but hopefully we'll get those boxes ASAP. But we're here. We're going to be talking about the Digimon card overview for BT22. It's our hobby news video that we do every single time there's a new set. We do our points list, we do our card overview, and we will do our deck excitement list, our not so tier list before we get into pre-release. So we're just gonna have to be pushing out the content here, doing a bunch of videos per day because we still got to do our EX9 deck profiles. Unfortunately, EX9 came really fast and had a really short window, and I was on vacation for a week, so we did all the other videos that we usually do, but I didn't get a chance. So deck profiles are going to be starting hitting the channel starting tomorrow, and then probably instead of leaving a couple days between each one, we're probably going to have a whole bunch of days where we're doing a lot of deck profiles and stuff like that. Deck excitement lists will come in in between that, and we'll just kind of get into the spirit of getting ready for BT22. So there's that as well. And so hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. Well, let's get into the card overview. Let's get it through it because we don't have the time to go through every single card. So we'll take a look at what we got here, starting with Cyber Eden BT22. We have another Poyoyomon. Poyoyomon? I always screw that one up. Your turn, once per turn. When effects place Digimon cards with Aqua or Sea Animal as Digivolution cards, in any of their traits in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw one. So will it be better than the other one? I'd have to check what it does. A new Kieromon, which when any of your tokens or other puppet trait Digimon are deleted, draw one. So draw egg for the... So this might actually be better than the current eggs we have for the deck. There's a new Sumamon. Sumamon. When any of your Digimon with the unidentified or CS trait are played, draw one. So that's a decent egg too. Lots of draw eggs. Same with Moonmon for Nightclaw. When an effect places this Digimon's top stack card as the bottom Digivolution card, draw one and trash one card in your hand. So setting up a trash variant for maybe the new support for this deck. Of course, we have Mother Eater. Oh my gosh, the abilities on Mother Eater. Breeding start of your main phase. Look at your Digi-Egg deck's top card. Among them, you may place the Mother Eater as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Then if this Digimon has tender border Digivolution cards, you may play 3 Mother Eaters from its Digivolution cards without paying the costs. So basically you get to 10 or more Digivolution cards. Doesn't have to be like different cards, just 10 or more Digivolution. You may play 3 Mother Eaters from its Digivolution card without paying the cost. Breeding all turns if all of your Mother Eaters are... all your Mother Eaters in the battle area are treated as having 16k DP. So that's lovely. On play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Okay, that's pretty awful too. Breeding all turns, once per turn. When any of your Eater trait Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effects, you may place them as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. So, yeah. And then, so that's Mother Eater. It's part of the new Eater deck. We got a new Agumon. It's going to have end of turn DNA Digivolution. And on play, you may return one card with Greymon or Garurumon, Omnimon. It's named for your trash to your hand. So returning stuff. There's the new Meramon line, which has the cool ability of main once per turn by paying 2 costs. This Digimon gains Radiant Piercing. So gaining abilities for paying memory and may attack. So that's an interesting thing. Plus 2000 DP. Inheritable. Same with Blue Meramon. It has... if this Digimon has the Flame or CS trait, gain Alliance, but it also has main. It has Alliance in its own ability. But main, by paying 3 costs, you may play 1 play cost 5 or lower Digimon card with Flame trait from your trash without paying the cost. Then this Digimon may attack. So, kind of a new style of main ability, paying memory in order to activate the effect. Got the new Rise Greymon. CS trait, Greymon. It's not anyway a Shine Greymon variant. When digivolving, if you have one or fewer tamers from your hand and without paying the cost, you may play one red or black tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less, or one tamer card with a CS trait. Security attack +1, raid, kind of some cool stuff there. New War Greymon. Hand main, if you have Nokia, Shiramiri, one of your Agumon digivolves into this card for a digital cost of 6, ignoring the digital requirements. So you could warp for 6, which is not the best warp. You can digivolve for 4 on a red or a blue, or you can digivolve from a level 5 with Greymon its name for cost 3. When digivolving, activate one of the effects below. One of your Gabumon may digivolve into a Metal Greymon in the hand. A Metal Garurumon, one of your Gabumon, may digivolve into a Metal Garurumon in the hand, ignoring digital requirements and without paying the cost. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. It's got one attacking inheritable. If this Digimon is Omnimon, trash your opponent's top security card. Okay. And we have the Omnimon, which decode. I can't remember what decode does, honestly. I think it lets you play level 3s when it dies. Because it's not like partition. Yeah, I just can't remember what decode does right now. So yeah, level for the DNA Digitolution level 6 Greymon in name and level 6 with Garurumon name. Or it can digivolve cost 6 or cost 5 from a level 6 with CS trait. Blocker, on play when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. When digivolving, for every 2 same level cards in this Digimon's stack has, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of your deck, then this Digimon may attack. It's got Pseudo Blitz. The Gabumon is the Searcher. Is a CS or Omnimon / CS card Searcher. And end of turn made DNA Digivolve. We got the new Sangomon, which has inheritable jamming, which is really cool. This is also one of your box toppers here. On play, by placing this card as the bottom Digitolution card of any of your other Digimon with Aqua or Sea Animal in their traits until your opponent's turn ends. That Digimon gains blocker and can't be deleted in battle. That's kind of cool. We have new VMon support because we're getting all 4 stuff. This is something I'm super excited for. When this Digimon will digivolve into a Digimon card with Vidramon its name, reduce that digital cost by 1. So this is sweet because you finally get a VMon that digivolves into Vidramon for cost 1, basically. All turns, when this Digimon with Vidramon its name would leave the battle area by opponent's effect, by suspending this Digimon, it doesn't leave. So that's kind of like evade. Like pseudo evade. And we'll be getting other things. We're getting same inheritable. Lets you play a tamer if you have one. If you have one or few tamers, and it's not Rena specific. It's just tamers. But it has that tamer has to have Vidramon in its text from your hand without paying the cost. So mostly gonna be Rena, but also could be V Tamer. New Arrow Vidramon. Another unsuspend. When this Digimon suspends, if you have a blue tamer, this Digimon may unsuspend. So yeah, easier to make checks. On play, return one of your opponent's level 4 Digimon bottom of the deck. That's all right. End of your turn, once per turn, one of your blue Digimon or tamers may unsuspend. So that's all right as well. New Marine Bullmon, which lets you warp digivolve. So if you have Yao, by placing one of your Shellmon from your trashes, any of your Sangomon's bomb Digitolution cards, it digivolves into this card for a Digitolution cost of 3, and ignoring the Digitolution requirements. And then has the decode. Yeah. So that's what decode is. It does play from the Digitolution cards, but it's not like partition, because partition has to play both, whereas I think decode can play what you can, I want to say. Maybe I'm wrong. End of attack inheritable. You may play one level 4 or lower Digimon card with the Aqua or Sea Animal and their traits from this Digimon's digital cards without paying the cost. This is where you get into cool things with like Rush Seedramon. They're going to be interesting. You get the new Arimon, which has the decode level 6 lower or lower with Aqua, Sea Animal, and a trait. While you have Yao Quinlan, you can Digivolve Marine Bullmon straight from that card for a cost of 6, or if you go all the way up, you can just go cost 4. You may play one each of level 3, 4, and level 5 Digimon cards with the Aqua or Sea Animal and any of their traits from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. When Digivolving, when attacking, by placing one of your other Digimon as this Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck, and this Digimon unsuspends, which is really cool. So you can get multiple attacks with this. So if you're smart, you can make things work out really well. And yeah, it looks really cool. I'm excited for the Arimon stuff. We got a new Shumon. That's a box stopper version. On play, on deletion, when your Digimon with the puppet trait gains blocker until your opponent ends. That's all right. Minus 2,000 for when attacking. That's all right. In my opinion, Numamon support. Gold Numamon. Digivolve from a level 4 Numamon. Its name or level 3 with CS trait cost 2. When so this is like our new Numamon X body. On play when Digivolving, give your opponent's Digimon security attack -1 until their turn ends. Then if this Digimon stack has 2 more same level cards, this Digimon may Digivolve into Platinum Numamon in the hand for a digital cost of 4, ignoring the digital requirement, so we can warp up to Platty. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon card with CS trait, reduce that digital cost by 1. So you can reduce that digital cost to 3 if you're playing the CS version. Platinum Numamon. We got more Link stuff. We're not going to go through that. You may play a level 3 Digimon card with the puppet trait on deletion. That's always kind of nice, being able to play free things. I can't remember if there's any. No, it's just commons. What else we got? We got new here Generimon, new Chapromon. It's going to have a hand main. It's going to basically be a warp with overclock. Same thing as the Marine Bullmon, letting you, if you have Orisa, you can go from put a Shumon in your trash underneath a Shumon to Digivolve up for 3. Has the all turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effects by deleting one of your tokens or other puppet trait Digimon doesn't leave, so it's got protection. We have a new Monzimon that has Armor Purge. Can Digivolve from a Numamon, cost 3, or level 4 with the DM trait for cost 4, which seems kind of dumb because it's also just Digivolves for cost 4 and a yellow, but I guess the DM can Digivolve in any color then. When any of your Digimon with version 1 trait would Digivolve into this card, for each of its face down digital cards, reduce that digital card by 1. So this is not necessarily good for Numamon, but it's just another DM card and it's a puppet card. Armor Purge is kind of nice. When by trashing this Digimon's bomb face down Digillusion card until your opponent's turn ends, one of their Digimon can activate when Digivolving effects and gets minus 4,000 DP. That's not bad at all. We have the new Centralmon, Overclock, playing a token on play when Digivolving, on deletion. All turns when any of your other Digimon are deleted, you may activate one of the Digimons when Digivolving effects. So basically just turns it into a puppet spamming thing with Overclock. Nayabutmon. We're looking at that here. And Overclock, again, can go from Chaperone direct for 6 or 4 on a level 6. When Digivolving, you may play one level 4 or lower puppet trait card from your hand without paying the cost. Then to one of your opposed Digimon, give minus 3,000 DP until their turn ends for each of your Digimon. All turns once returned when any of your other Digimon are deleted. You may activate one of this Digimon's when Digivolving effects. So that's kind of cool. Nayabutmon. be interesting. All these CS cards for the specific CS deck for the Amy Iba all get box toppers. I'm gonna keep going here. New Kuwagamon stuff. So that's kind of cool. CS trait Kuwagamon stuff. We got a new Leopardmon Ace, which hand counter Blastage Evolve. On play when Digimon, you may play one 5,000 DP or lower Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Then all of your level 3 or higher Digimon gain blocker till the end of your turn. All turns when any of your other Digimon would leave the battle area, gain 2 memory. So it's good. And then there we go. We got a new Karamon, which reveals top 3, adds an errata, and 1 card with the unidentified or the CS trait from among them to your hand. So, yep. When this Digimon with Diaboromon text will leave the battle by deleting one of your other Diaboromon, it doesn't leave. So you got protection and inheritables. Kursarimon's got the same thing, and it also is one of the, if you have 1 or fewer erratas, play 1. We also have the Infirmon. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with play cost of 5 or less. Then if you have a Rasenada or Eater Adam, your opponent's effects can't reduce this Digimon's DP or return it to the hand or dex until the end of the turn. So some protection on Digivolve. All turns when any of your Digimon with the identified trait are deleted, you may play 1 Diaboromon token. So that's kind of cool, being able to spam Diaboromon tokens with inheritable. And it's all turns, once per turn, but still lets you use your abilities. You got the new Alphamon, lets you Digivolve on a CS trait level 5 while you have 3 or fewer security cards, or a Kyoko Kuremi for cost 5, Digivolution regular, Digivolution cost 4. Reboot blocker on play when Digivolving. When attacking one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP for the turn. All turns when this Digimon suspends if Kyoko Kuremi is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, or it has Digimon. Or if this Digimon stack has 2 or more same level cards, it gets plus 3,000, goes up to 15 until your opponent's turn ends. Then this Digimon unsuspends, so you can get multiple checks as well. So that's kind of cool. And then reboot on your opponent's turn. Ugh. Diaboromon is getting Alliance, which is good, a good keyword for Diaboromon to have. When Digivolving, when attacking, you may play 1 Diaboromon token. All turns when any of your other Digimon with the unidentified trait are played, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know about that. That's not super great. The Alliance is cool, but I don't know. They always missed the mark on Diaboromon. Platinum. Digivolve costs 3 on a level 5 CS trait, or cost 4 on a non. On play when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP for the turn. When any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted, one of your other Digimon with the CS trait may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the CS trait in the hand without paying the cost. So helping you to rank up. Platinum Numamon. We got the Lord Nightmon with Raid Reboot that can Digivolve on a CS trait for cost 3, or while you have 3 or fewer for cost 5, it can do Rikishibe. Did I miss the Alphamon one too? Yeah, sorry, cost 3 on a level 5 CS trait. I didn't see that there, it's so small. Or the cost 5 on Kyoko. So yeah, it's really sweet. Tamer things. This one here gets plus 3,000 DP on play when Digivolving, Raid Reboot. Then one of your Digimon may attack. And then all turns, once per turn, when Digimon attack, player reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 cost 4 or lower black or red card among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. So it goes back to Lord Knight playing out bodies. I like how Examon is just in the back and he looks pissed. I think that's Examon. You got an Agumon X antibody for the basically more X antibody support for kind of the Tyrannomon side, because this is a Tyrannomon side one. You may return one card with Tyrannomon in its name or dinosaur trait from your trash to your hand. When this Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon by battle, gain a memory. But it's not Liberator support, but it works in the Rutaro Williams deck. You got Lunamon. You got a new Lunamon. Reveal top 3. Add one card with Nightclaw, Light Fang trait, and one card with the Light Fang or Galaxy trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So that's kind of nice. So 2 hits. Main by placing this Nightclaw or Light Fang trait Digimon's top stack card to the bottom of the deck. Draw 1, so draw power. That's kind of cool. Got a Tyrannomon X Dark Tyrannomon X Antibody, which has the same memory gain inheritable. When digivolving, if digivolves from Tyrannomon and name without X Antibody trait for 0, so you can't digivolve one in a Tyrannomon X Antibody, which makes sense. And digivolves for 3 on a regular. When digivolving, if Dark Tyrannomon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digillusion cards, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. And when attacking, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with Tyrannomon in its name or dinosaur trait in the hand. Doesn't reduce the cost, but got a new Devimon, which is part of the flame trait stuff. Letting you play the Jimmy Kane Tamer on deletion. You may return one card with flame or CS trait from your trash to your hand. Skullmaramon's also part of the flame stuff. Got a new Lekismon, which has when this Digimon's with Nightclaw, Light Fang, or Galaxy trait would be deleted by trashing 2 same level cards. So it's got protection from Lekismon. And then when digivolving, if this Digimon's stack has 2 or more same level cards, you may play one Tamer with the Nightclaw, Light Fang trait from your hand without paying the cost. If this effect can't play cards with the same name as your Tamers. Yeah, so you can only play one. And then we got the new Crescimon. It's got the same protection. It's got jamming. It's got draw 1, trash 1 card when digivolving. Then if this Digimon's security stack has 2 more same level cards, one of your opponent's Digimon Tamers can't suspend until their turn ends. Got the new Dianamon, which has Ice Clad, which is cool. I haven't seen that keyword since what's his name? Since Hexablaumon. It was busted. Blocker when digivolving, if this Digimon stack has 2 or more same level cards, trash any 4 Digillusion cards from your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's Digimon with 1 or fewer Digillusion cards. I like how it's like not 0 anymore. It's like 1 or if you have 1 or fewer, that's good enough. End of your turn, one of your Digimon may unsuspend, so that's cool. An inheritable 2 for when it goes up into a level 7, same thing. Boltmon, you got the Eater stuff, which is all with Mother, the Mother Eater, which you can play 50 of these guys. It's got blocker on play, draw 1, so it's draw engine for the deck, as well as the stuff you're going to try and source in there. And then when any of your Digimon with Eater would be played, you may reduce the play cost by 1 once per turn. So the more you get in there, the cheaper your stuff is. You also have all the other ones, the Eater human form, which you can digivolve species form from cost 2. You also got Eater Eve, which can digivolve only from a Yuko Kamashiro, so you got to play these Tamers, and Eater Atom, which can digivolve from Arata Sonata, so you got to play Arata in the deck in order to. You have things like the new Tamers, all the CS Tamers here. We're gonna look at some of them just because we don't want to take too long. The new Nokia is a memory setter, starter main on play. If you have 1 or fewer Digimon, you may play an Agumon or a Gabumon from your hand without paying the cost. So you can push up and then play a Digimon for free with this. And then so you can go into your Omnimon plays. All of your Digimon with Greymon, Garurumon, or Omnimon in the names get plus 1,000. So that's kind of cool. You have the new Arena, which is a memory setter, which is cool because the last one wasn't. So it's cost 4. One of your Digimon with a Vidramon, its name, gets plus 3,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. When one of your Digimon with the Vidramon in its name attacks by returning this tamer to the hand, that Digimon gains jamming for the turn, which is actually really cool because then if you use your other Renos to kind of unsuspend, you can play that one last and have it set up for the next turn in case you don't win. So jamming is really super good. You got the new these guys like Yao. Which is one of the ones that lets you return to the bottom of the deck to play another Yao from your hand without paying the cost. Then if you don't have a Digimon you may play one Sangamon from your trash without paying the cost. So it gets you a setup, which is really nice. And then alterns, when effect adds Digivolution cards to any of your Digimon, you can tap this to draw one. That's kind of cool. Orisa's going to be the kind of similar. Yeah. Play another Orisa or Anishumon. And then when any of your tokens or puppet trait Digimon are played, draw one. We got a new Mirai Mikagura, which is the only real support we have for Mastimon in this. Start your main phase by return. This is the cheapest Mirai ever. Starting the main phase by returning this tamer to the bottom of the deck. You may play one cost 4 or higher Mirai Mikagura. So you can play all your other Mirais or a tamer card with CS trait. So you can also use it in CS decks without paying the cost by trashing one card with the Holy Beast, Angel or Archangel Fallen 8 or CS trait from your hand. Draw 2. So it's a draw engine for the deck and sets your graveyard up for Mastimon. So it's actually pretty good. This is the Rikishibe that digivolves into Lord Nightmon. Start your main phase if your opponent has a Digimon gain memory. End your turn once per turn by deleting one of your other Digimon or Tamers with Nightmon in their text or CS trait. This Tamer may digivolve into Lord Nightmon in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. That's kind of cool. The new Errata, which is going to be cost 4. It's a memory setter. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks by suspending this tamer, change the attack target to one of your Digimon with the unidentified or CS trait. So it's like blocker, but it's also it changes the attack target. So don't use it on raid effects that let you get buffs if you change the attack target. So that's kind of opponent's turn once per turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, if this Digimon is Eater Adam, you may change the attack target to one of your unidentified. So basically the same thing as an inheritable, so that's not bad. We got the new Amy Aiba. I was hoping we'd get a new Takumi Aiba, but it's all the girl characters for this one, other than Errata. If your opponent has a Digimon gain 1 memory, when any of your Digimon digivolve into Digimon cards with CS trait. If this has Digivolution cards with the same level as the Digivolve Digimon by suspending this tamer, that Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with CS trait in hand without paying the cost. Seems pretty cool. And then of course we have some cool options. We have the Poseidia Lagoon, which helps you digivolve. When your Yao Quinlan suspends, you can delay one of your Digimon with Aqua or Sea Animal traits may digivolve into Aquatic and Liberator trait Digimon in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. It also plays you a Sangomon or a Yao from your hand or trash without paying the cost. So that's pretty cool. Then place it in the battle area. So it's really good if your opponent hits it off security because you get that main effect. And similar, does basically the same thing but with Shumon and Orisa, and basically the same thing, reduces that cost. So Fable Waltz. So they both look really cool. You have your secrets. You have a cool familiar token. This actually looks pretty sweet. It's kind of interesting. The little rat guy with a gun. But that's the familiar token, apparently. It's not what I thought it would be. But we have the Kyoko Karemi. Start of your turn, if you have Memory Tamer, all turns when any of your level 4 or higher CS trait Digimon are deleted by suspending this Tamer, return 1 CS trait Digimon card from your trash to your hand. That's actually pretty good. When this Tamer unsuspends, if you don't have Alphamon, this Tamer may digivolve into Alphamon in the hand with the dissolution cost reduced by 2, so you can go for 4. So if you have any way to gain a memory at the start of your turn along with her, you can go straight into Alphamon and don't have to worry about it. And then Sayo, start of main. If your opponent has one Digimon in a memory, your turn when one of your Digimon with 2 or more same level cards in its stack attacks by suspending this tamer, digivolve it into a Digimon card with the Nightclaw, Lightfang, Galaxy, or CS trait in the trash with the dissolution cost reduced by 2. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, so reduced dissolution costs is our other secret. 2 tamer secrets. It's kind of nuts. I don't think they've ever done that. They've only ever done 1 tamer secret, so that's kind of cool. Big focus on the tamers. All the alts are the tamers. But that is our card overview, guys. What do you think of the set of BT22? We took a big selection of the cards, so hopefully you got a good look at what's going on, and we will have that deck excitement list out real soon. Tell me what you guys think. Are you going to buy some BT22? Are you looking forward to the box toppers? What alts are you looking forward to? What other cards are you looking forward to? And are you going to get to do pre-release or not? Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.